This might sound strange, even blasphemous to some of you, especially given the strength of my conviction and almost arrogant display and presentation. But in contrast to how I may appear in my videos, I am not interested in validating any points or proving anything. I'm not interested in being right or proving anyone else wrong. And my deepest agenda is this: to invite people to hear and trust their own voice, to experiment and experience life to its fullest, to break down the personal walls of dogma, superstition, and rigid thinking. Mine is an invitation to express yourself creatively and to offer yourself as an artistic masterpiece to the world. To me, life and all of its endeavors are less about being right and respectable and more about creativity, self-expression, joy, and love. Some will say that my approach is lazy or irresponsible, but I ask you this: what takes more courage? To stand alone against the winds of opposition while maintaining a strong sense of identity and authenticity? Or to stand with the opinion of the day, resting on the mass consensus and pointing to outside references for self-validation? By the way, I know that it's human nature to cultivate a sense of validation. Some people choose to seek it without, and some choose to seek within. Those who rest solely on objective evidence risk living cold, sterile, rigid lives. Those who rest solely on subjugation or feelings risk living wild, ungrounded, and chaotic lives. If I go back to my metaphor of your life being an artistic masterpiece, which is a pleasing idea to most people, you have to ask yourself, who actually is the master of your piece? Are you creating your life with earthy tones, green vibrance, and the rosy hue of blood as it moves closer to the surface of the skin, like a child after running and playing? Or are you focused on the stark contrast between black and white, holding firmly to the various shades in between that create shadows which point to the existence of a thing without even actually experiencing the thing? I think a true masterpiece is one that is both subjective and organic, as well as objective and scientific. Like I said, my deepest personal agenda, based on my experiences, both traumatic and ecstatic, that I've had, is to invite you back to subjective and organic experiencing of life, rather than the popular philosophy of reductionism that creates the scaffolding of our most dominant world culture. And like I said, subjectivity is never about being right or winning. It's about creativity and experiencing life at its rawest. And given this message, even so, there will be people who once again express their conviction, either unique or borrowed, that Elliot is wrong. Please know this: I expect you to disagree with me, because I expect you to have your own experience. And if the things I say rub you wrong, if there's a visceral response, one that you feel in your body, towards my words or even my person, the way I look, it means you're having a subjective experience, and for this I am glad. If you feel that you need to discharge the energy that I've stimulated in you by hurling insults, calling me names, or asserting that I am wrong, for this I am also glad. But if you seek to provoke me into some sort of debate where you might be able to strengthen your sense of self by proving me wrong as you approach your mental throne of rightness, I will not resist you. There's no need to attack me because you are right. And if that makes you feel superior to me, then know this: I am just a fool who creates art. Congratulations. Done.